What's going on, y'all? Y'all know what time it is. Time for news for dudes and information women can use. I wanted to touch bases with you guys because I said yesterday that I was going to update everyone about my medical situation. Next week, I'm having open heart surgery. And it's not, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'm going to have to be in the house for 2 weeks, but 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, not doing nothing. But I'll be all right. You know, don't break yourself on that. I'll be okay. I got the best heart doctors you can find. Well, at least in the low country. Needless to say, I'm having heart surgery, and it all stems from me falling ill last year. I fell ill right about this time last year. I went to the doctor because I had blood clots. Now, if you watched my video from last year, I blamed it on the vaccine. I took the Johnson & Johnson. People were dying from blood clots after taking the Johnson & Johnson. So that's how I correlated it. That's what I said happened. You can't change my mind on that part. Nope, I ain't buying it. But because I had blood clots in both legs while I was in the hospital for 17 days, they looked at my heart and noticed that I had a condition called endocarditis, and my mitral valve was regurgitating, which means as it was pushing blood through, some is coming out. I think I explained that right. But that's what was going on with the endocarditis. They did more tests, found out that I had a clogged artery. They did more tests because they want to fix the endocarditis and clogged artery, so they wanted to make sure my heart was good enough so they can fix it, and found out that my heart was pumping at 30%. It's called ejection fraction. The left side of my left ventricle was pumping at 30%. The average person, hearts pump from 50 to 70%. So my heart was very weak. What that says is it was too weak for them to fix. And they told me I was going to have a heart transplant. Now, if anybody know about heart transplant, you can't get them until you're on the table. You got to be almost dying before you get a heart transplant. And that's if you get approved for a heart transplant, yada, yada, yada. Well, that was something. And they was like, well, we're going to give you this medication. And with this medication, you can live 15, 20 years before you'll need a heart transplant. And that made me ask, wait a minute, hold up. Is there anything I can do on my own, at home, with the medication to improve my heart? And the doctor told me, I'm going to be honest, there's nothing you can do. Your heart is dead. Those were exact words. Your heart is dead. And I was like, wow. So, okay. Well, of course, I did my due diligence and still proceeded to do what it takes to improve my heart. I did some research, and of course, I'm a fitness guy, so of course I'm going to exercise. And I've never had anything that limited me from exercising. I'm not as strong as I was prior to getting ill, but I still can exercise. So I'm still going to exercise. I'm still going to get out here and go to work. I'm not going to, I ain't finna stop nothing. I still got to do what I got to do. And so I did that. So fast forward, I go back to the doctor, and of course they want to do a test to see how my heart is functioning with the medication. And in December was when she told me my heart was dead. In April, the end of April, they told me your heart is pumping almost normal at 45%. So instantly, when I got the results, I'm like, hey, doc, what about fixing it? If I'm at 45%, that's almost normal. What about fixing it? And she was like, well, we got to do some more tests. And she did some more tests. And the doctor who did the test was like, wow, your heart is performing normal. I was like, wow, I did it. Well, with that being said, my heart is strong enough for them to fix the endocarditis and the clogged artery, and I'll be okay. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to share. It's been a trying year because not knowing what's going on and being in the healthy situation, being the health person that I am, it was kind of daunting that I'm sick and I got a heart problem. But I said I was going to fix it and I was going to live. One thing about me is I want to live, and I don't want to live a quality of life that is not fun. I want to live the way I want to live. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that I do my best to live the quality of life I would like to. With that being said, I thank y'all for watching. Once again, this is News for Dudes and information women can use.